Hi, this is Raj Subramanian from Childlight Consulting. In today's video, we're going to talk about 7 ways to be a rock star at work. So, there are about 11.5 million jobs in the tech industry just in the US alone. And out of them, a majority are software developers and software testers. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when a group of people join a particular team, after a couple of years, those 1 or 2 people get multiple promotions, get raises, but the other folks are left behind? Now, why is that? Why do some people have more success than others when starting from the same base, same plane, right? And that's what we're going to discuss today in this video about the 7 ways to be a rock star at work and get all the promotions, all the recognition you deserve. So, first, you need to establish credibility. You need to do your work, you have to meet deadlines, and be consistent in terms of meeting those deadlines and doing your work. The biggest problem for people is just 2 months into their work, they're already thinking about their next promotion, thinking about their next salary, job, but they forget to focus on the task in hand, and because of that, they lose focus, lose their vision, goal, and the path, right? So you need to work really hard to establish credibility. Only when you establish credibility, people start trusting you, you get more work, and then you start getting more responsibilities and more opportunities to prove yourself to other people. So keep that in mind. That's the first thing. The second thing you need to do is work for a cause. So no matter whether you're a developer or a tester or a business analyst or you perform any job in your work, you need to work for a cause. For example, a developer would want to build the features that help to solve people's problems, right? And a tester probably would want the user to have a seamless customer experience, and that's his cause, and that's the reason why he or she does the job. So you need to have a cause why you're doing what you're doing. So just think about that. The third thing is spreading the knowledge. There's so many things you try at work. Some work, some do not, and you need to share the knowledge with other people as well. Because if you try something new and if it worked and saved a lot of money for the team or time, that is worth sharing with other people. And the more you share, then the more people get to know about you. And it's a whole ripple effect where you start getting people to notice you and you get more opportunities as well. So spread the knowledge. You could do this via lunch and learns or team meetings, or even in your stand-up meetings. You can just share something which you're proud of or lessons learned in your task or your project. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is taking pride in your work, in your product and services. So taking pride. So that's the fourth thing. Whenever you work for a company, you need to start believing in their product and services and how their solutions help to solve people's problems. Because only when you start feeling the product and services and believing in what your company does, that's when you can do your best work. That's when you can convince other people about your product and services. And that's when you start getting a whole level of respect for your work and what you do in the company. So take pride of your work. The next thing is leading with empathy. Often people get confused between the word empathy and then sympathy. Sympathy is when you're consoling another person or feeling bad for him when he or she is explaining their situation. But empathy is trying to step into other person's shoes and feeling and trying to feel what they are feeling, right? So you have empathy and sympathy. You need to lead with empathy because there are always going to be situations where a particular task wasn't done properly, or something didn't get delivered on time. In those kind of situations, you need to ask the other person and think about other person in terms of where they're coming from, what actually happened. They may have legitimate reasons why something wasn't completed on time. So have some empathy, listen to other people, and then try to understand how you can help them out and how you can coexist in such kind of environment. The next thing is continuous learning. We need to continuously keep learning about different technologies, different things in our workplace, because you never know what career paths are going to come to you, what opportunities are going to come to you, and 5 years down the line, you don't know whether you'll be doing the same job, right? For example, take me. I started up being a hardcore developer, then I moved into testing, then I was doing developer evangelism. Now I run my own company where I'm doing coaching, speaking, and consulting for other companies. I never knew 5 to 6 years before that I'm going to become like this. That the reason I could do this is because I was continuously learning, continuously keeping my ears open for what other people are doing. So learning at your work is really important. Learn new technologies, new tools, new methodologies, learn about other people. As Albert Einstein said, when you stop learning, you start dying. And that is so, so true. And finally, the seventh way to become a rock star at work is growing your network. This is really, really important. And a lot of people fail to understand that your network is your biggest asset. For example, my last 6 jobs, which I got, I didn't submit a single resume. Everything was through word of mouth, through networking, right? So that's the power of building networks. Building networks helped again to open up new opportunities, meet great people, learn from them, and you. And it's not necessary that if you are a technical guy, you shouldn't go to a marketing meetup or a marketing conference, because you may discover that marketing is your passion, right? So grow your network, meet people no matter what profession they are in the tech industry or even non-tech industry for the matter, and that helps to open up a whole different set of options, different career growth for you as well. So there you go. I described 7 ways to be a rock star at work. So it starts with establishing credibility, and then working for a cause, taking pride in your work, spreading the knowledge, leading with empathy, continuous learning, and finally growing your network. So if any of these points relate to you, feel free to put them in comments and share them with other people. If you think this video is going to be useful for other people, please feel free to share them as well. I'm going to be posting more YouTube videos like this to inspire and motivate other people. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So before I let you go, one final word for our phrase for inspiration would be, if you want to be extraordinary, you need to go the extra mile. That's where the word extra comes into the picture. So be different, inspire other people, be grateful, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for listening.